it's the middle of December. Hey, I'm Look Mum No Computer, and you might have seen a video of this machine. That's right, it's a flamethrower organ. So I thought I should give a bit more of a lowdown on this machine because it's amazing what you can build with a copper pipe cutter and a blunt file. Obviously I'm not at mine because it would probably burn the place down. So I built this in my mum and dad's shed and it's pretty much an organ, like these. They're just organ pipes. So how the actual organ pipes are made is, as you can see, there is a hole and there's a bit of metal inside as the reed, and then the back of it is just filled in with filler. It was the quickest way I could think of doing it. And then pop it in and you've got yourself an organ pipe. The biggest pipe is 4 foot long and it's pretty heavy. It's solid copper. I had to make them out of copper because I did try it with tin pipes and they melted because the tin lead composition kind of just went. I mean, I wouldn't recommend building one of these, but if you're gonna do it, don't make it with tin pipes. These are solenoid valves and they're on every single one of the pipes. And what they do is they stop the gas from going into the pipes. And when you put a signal through them, it opens it up and lets the gas go through the pipe. The solenoid valves are wired directly to this box. And this box is a collection of MOSFETs controlled by 2 Arduinos, which when you plug MIDI into it, they turn these MOSFETs on, and then the MOSFETs send 12 volts over to these solenoids, turning them on and letting the gas into the pipes. The actual pipes and the bends and stuff are actually all just standard plumber's pipe in all different sizes. I got them from the local plumber shop. The slightly wider ones I got off the internet from an internet plumbing shop. You can actually get these copper pipes up to pretty large sizes, but they do get quite expensive. Try not to get them nicked. And they're all just soldered together. I've made sure there's no leaks inside here. And yeah, and then it's bolted onto a board for a bit of rigidity. You'll notice there's lots of rods going between them. This is merely just for strength because I was a bit scared that, you know, if you've slightly knocked it, this falls over, there's a split that happens and it all explodes. You don't want that. So I just used M8 threaded rod with some M8 bolts and then some things that hold onto it. And it seems to do the job. It's nice and solid. The actual ignition stage didn't turn out exactly how I wanted. I initially planned to use nichrome wire, which is a wire that when you put electricity through it, it gets red hot. You can find it in a toaster. But the problem is, any little bit of wind that got to the actual nichrome wire kind of made it cold again. And this was after I built it, so I couldn't really put pilot light tubes up to light it. I went for plan B, which was methylated spirits and a little methylated spirits pot with some cotton wool in there. Fill it up, and you get your lighter, and you just light it. That's all it ended up being. Would anybody care for a marshmallow? Oh no, like a burnt marshmallow. So the first thing I tried was a little dog whistle, wired pretty much straight to a gas stove. Then I made a bigger whistle and tried that, and then slowly but surely it ended up being like this. In the actual video you'll see it's being controlled by a keyboard. Because it's MIDI, you can control it with anything. So right now I'm gonna literally just light it up and give it a quick play. So that was the flame organ. Don't forget to check the proper video on the flamethrower organ with Red Bull, links in the description. I was lucky enough to get this specific project funded. It cost way too much and I ran out of money though. But in the future I have a lot of other big projects planned. I've got the projects in here and they will get built no matter what. But if you want to make them come to reality a little bit quicker and easier, please go and check out the Patreon. Even a quid, you know, every little helps. There's also a couple of upcoming how-tos on the Patreon now that won't be out for a couple of weeks, so, you know, you get to see those as well. Don't forget to subscribe, and please don't play with fire unless you kind of know what you're doing. Or you're me. Bye!